What are we doing today, baby?
We're feeding cows.
Get our hair right. Now, what do we do specifically?
So
they already know what we're doing, but...
I think I know. We unroll the hay.
Why do we unroll the hay?
Well, so they can eat it, but we unroll it so they can all be spaced out.
She's paying attention. Who's spaced out?
So all the cows can be spaced out.
Everybody gets a chance to eat, you know, and then what else?
Oh, also for the grass.
It spreads out the
manure.
The manure. And why is that good?
Because we want green grass.
And what did we just see a minute ago on this warm 75-degree January night? What did I just show you?
The dung beetles?
The dung beetles. The dung beetles are dung like manure, dung beetles. All right, so the dung beetles are back in action. It is 75, 76 degrees out here, and it's kind of nice to have this kind of a break. But something I want to talk about today. So we've had them on. We had some grass that we grew during the summer that was what I would call stockpiles, probably 80 to 90% weeds. Looking back, I probably should have grazed it off harder in the beginning and then let it grow. But so when we had them on the stockpile and we had them on some older hay, I was supplementing with what was called hot meal, which was basically a mixture of distiller's grain and soybean meal. And I have switched since then from that to just cottonseed meal, and I'll show you why. Now, one of the reasons I'm feeding I've got the apple cider vinegar going. I'm trying to get a hold of some Redmond conditioner to help pull toxins out. But the sea minerals that we're putting in the water that I've done the other video about, if you haven't seen that, you need to check it out. But the sea minerals are they're perfectly balanced mineral. It's like, I can't remember how many it was, but it's a lot of minerals and it's perfectly balanced. Nothing's going to contradict, one or the other. But it's also very good at pulling toxins out of the animals. Now, when I talk about toxins, it's no secret, and you can Google this. There's a lot better people who can explain it, better than me. But there are, male fertility and testosterone is falling off the charts. So is fertility in women. And there's been traces of glyphosate, which is Roundup, in the breast milk of women. Well, they found it in the babies, and they're trying to figure out how, and it turns out the women have been exposed to it so much that it was showing up in the breast milk. So I'm saying all that to say this. You want to be very careful what you put in your animals as far as, any kind of supplementation. I wanted to give them some kind of protein supplementation to help them digest some of that older hay. But I will show you, I was pouring out that hot meal, which was soybean meal mostly, in a line. And I'm guessing it was Roundup ready or had been sprayed with Roundup or something. But it completely killed the grass where I poured it out in the line. So when I saw that happen, I said, no more of this. I'm not feeding, my animals this. I don't want to eat glyphosate. Do you want to eat Roundup? No, I don't want it in my body, and I'm not going to put it in my animal's body. So like I told you all in the beginning, what we're hoping here for these, this group of cows is to raise healthier cattle, and in turn, or healthier grass, healthier cattle, and in turn, I hope that will equal healthier humans. But we're going to ride over here and look. Everybody right here is happy. We're going to ride over here and we're going to check out where we pulled out that hot meal. All right, you roll. All right, so here is a line where I poured the, can you see it in the film?
I see it, yeah.
All right, so here's the line where I poured the soybean meal, and there's a whole strip up under this fence that is also dead where I poured it out to, give everybody a chance to eat. But the grass is completely dead right here, and there's nothing growing. You can see there's all kind of little, see if you can get a close-up of that. So, you can see this part right here, nothing is growing. And then you move over a few inches, and there's little, all kind of little forbs and different stuff growing. So
this is where you put the Roundup?
No, I didn't put Roundup. This is where I poured out the feed that we're feeding to the cows to give them protein. And they were ingesting it. So when I saw that happen, I had bought a lot of that hot meal. I ended up feeding the rest of it, and I noticed when I went and poured it in the troughs, the grass was dying right there. So the hot meal is out. I don't know, maybe you can find some soybean meal that has not Roundup ready, that does not have all the extra junk in it, that won't kill your freaking grass, but like I said, you know, I wouldn't eat it. I don't want my animals eating it. So other options, I wish I could have got a hold of some flaxseed meal, non-GMO flaxseed meal. It's supposed to be really high in fiber. It's supposed to have, I mean, not fiber, protein. It's supposed to help, you know, keep them super shiny. It's high in omega-3s. Alfalfa hay is probably the best, but it's not cheap. But right now we're currently on cottonseed meal, and we've actually started cutting bamboo. I'm gonna do another video about the bamboo. But yeah, they're out. We're working so hard to try to pull toxins out of the animals. I'm not gonna freaking feed it to them. And you know, like I said, you know, people have enough trouble as it is. It seems like the world's going to hell in a handbasket, and I need to get on that rant. But this is not something I'm gonna give my animals. I don't want to eat it. They don't need to eat it. So that's a wrap. Cottonseed meal is the winner for right now.